David, it's a real pleasure having you here at the conference today and an opportunity to chat a little bit about hand hygiene. We obviously have a bias here, and we realize a lot more things in life and food safety than hand washing.
But hand washing is critical.
It is.
It's important.
But one of the things that we wanted to talk about was the clash that there is between change and the culture.
Yeah.
When the food code, everybody is trying to do the same thing. And if you look at the second mission statement in the mission of the FDA in the food code, it's to facilitate innovation. Yet the other side of it is it's kind of stacked against innovation because it's such a difficult thing.
Right.
What advice would you have for us? What we do is identify best practices, so we're always out there on the edge of innovation.
Yeah.
And we're always clashing to how to get these things codified. Do you have any advice?
You know, I think the key thing there is the regulators in the FDA and the food code, basically they set the expectation. They're going to say certain things are important, like hand washing and cold holding and cleaning and sanitation. But at the end of the day, what's key is getting in and working with the private sector, of getting them to recognize that this is an integral part of protecting the brand. And I think one of the things that's changed today is when individuals get sick, it's much easier to connect the dots. 2 or 3 people get sick, and the epidemiologists and the local and state officials quickly will go back to a retailer or a restaurant and say, this is where it happened, this is where it started, this is where the problem was. And it's leveraging some of that to say, well, we've got to introduce change. And obviously, the fundamentals of washing your hands is a critical part of that. Now, the challenge is building that into, well, we're here to make money. We're not here to wash our hands. And so how do we balance the key points, the times where doing that is really critical?
It really is. That's a good point. We certainly see that in many ways that hand washing competes with efficiency.
Yeah.
And the restaurants have many ways to measure efficiency. They have no way to measure hand washing, or very little.
Yes.
Other than observation, it doesn't work very well. So some of the things that I think would help, but I don't know how to go at it with the food code, I would like to see hand washing defined, for instance. What is it? It's not in the code. I would like to see hand cleansing defined.
Yeah.
But when you talk about defining things, where we got into this hassle was we have the science behind a process that we're calling sanitize. So if you don't have water, we developed it for the military originally.
Right.
And if you take hand sanitizer and use that as the cleaner first, clean it all off, take a paper towel, wipe it, put it on a second time. So you cleanse and then use the sanitizer. So we've got a great study from Emory University, including on hamburger hands, but the FDA is very, very resistant.
You see, that's kind of where I'm going. Is the trying to get the regulators to push this sort of thing is very slow, very tedious, and it's lots of red tape and lots of process. And there are mechanisms through the food code to drive change. I mean, they exist. The Conference for Food Protection is...
That's what we use as the main driver.
Right. I mean, so the process exists. So absolutely, I think pushing that. But you know, some of the things that we're learning is that in certain situations, hand washing, and it's not just in retail settings; it's in manufacturing settings too, where hand washing can be a critical part of preventive controls. The FDA is moving towards preventive controls.